How you doing, folks? Today's video is going to be about picking a team partner. Spoke about it briefly in our previous video, and we're going to get into a little bit more detail with it today.
We have a lot of stuff written down. There's a lot of little topics to discuss, so we want to make sure we touch on all of them. So you want to make sure you, when you choose a team partner, you have the same goals. Not everything has to be the same, but majority of the goals, such as why are you trucking, and why are you team driving? Are you out here to enjoy the road, or are you out here to make the money? So you want to make sure you and your partner see eye to eye on those things, because you can easily choose a partner that just wants to enjoy the road, but you want to drive all the time so that you can make more money. Or it might be the opposite. So you have to see eye to eye, because if you don't, you're already gonna start out negative in team driving, and you're gonna hate team driving, because you're not. It's not about you, and it's not about the other person either. It's about both of you, and how you guys perform together.
Some goals that you guys should definitely have in common are your financial goals. You guys should know how much money you need to bring home every week to pay your bills. You guys might want to have a little extra. You guys might want to go harder every week and maybe drive like crazy and run out of hours and work non-stop, because maybe you guys have other things going on. Maybe you guys want to save money on the side for whatever's going on in your life, or maybe you guys want to save money for a truck, or become owner-operators, or further with your endeavors in your career.
Or you might, your other team partner might not want that. Your team partner is probably comfortable at making,
the bare minimum.
The bare minimum, just because he or she doesn't have any financial obligations.
Yeah.
Or it might be the other way around. It might be you that you don't really need that much money, and you're coming into trucking just to start a different career, and it's not like it's to pay bills or anything. But you definitely want to have your financial goals. Pretty much is going to dictate how hard you guys are going to be running. And if you don't see eye to eye with with your partner, if your partner has a whole bunch of bills, or you have a whole bunch of bills, and your partner doesn't have any bills, then you're going to be wanting to run hard, and the other partner is not going to be wanting to run hard at all, and you're going to hate team trucking, because he or she is holding you back.
And another thing to consider is if your partner has a wife or a spouse or husband, whatever it is, kids maybe, things that might not necessarily hold them back, but these are things that dictate how long you can stay out for.
So that is a good discussion. The next topic to talk about is home time. Just like my brother was saying, is if your partner or yourself is married or have kids, and being home more in this industry, well, at least over the road, the more time that you're spending at home, you're not making any money, or very little money if your company is giving you money for being at home. But if you have a wife and kids, you probably can't be out, you know, 2 months at a time, or past a month at a time, and that's gonna impede on your financial, your financial goals, or it might impede on your partner's financial goals, because then you're gonna be holding that person back from making X amount of dollars, and so you're gonna get into that situation where you're gonna hate team trucking. So a lot of people put a lot of bad rap on team trucking, but they just don't understand on really about working as a team. And most people just can't do that. Some people are just solo drivers, and they don't want to work with anybody. Like, it's just my life, but these are all things that you need to consider.
I mean, you guys, it might not be the most efficient team. To have a good partner, you guys don't need to work crazy, or you guys, all you guys have to do is just see eye to eye.
Yep.
Make sure that you might not want to not drive as much, but if your partner lets you know and you're okay with that, then like you guys will be okay, because it's not like it's gonna come out of the blue and you find out like your partner doesn't want to drive so much later on down the road, and you're like, damn, why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Or from the get-go,
from the jump. If you guys can work everything out from the beginning, understand what you're getting into, there'll be less conflicts in the future, because nothing will be a surprise, really.
Yep. And you know what you're getting into, and then you can agree or say like, oh, maybe I'll find a different partner, because I'm not sure if I can handle that, or if my financial obligations can handle that. Luckily for me, I was in the Army, and my wife's been with me the whole time, and so she can handle me being away for a certain amount of time. So typically, team driving, most companies want you to stay out at least 3 weeks. That's like, from my understanding, most companies want you to stay out at least 3 weeks. And
anything over a month is pretty good. 6 months, everything over a month is pretty good. 6 weeks is optimal. We don't recommend you do anything more than 8 weeks, because staying in a truck with somebody for too long, it can get a little hectic.
Yep.
And you should get some time for yourself and be apart from your teammate. Even though you guys might be the best of friends, you guys might get along, you guys should just be out there when you have some free time to just do what you want to do, exactly how you want to do it, to satisfy your personal desires.
Yep. And you might want to just start out with just 1 month. Start out staying on the road for just a month or 3 weeks, and then slowly build it up and see what your tolerance is. I know for me and my brother, like, by the time, and we stay out for like 6 to 7 weeks at a time. By the time that six week is coming around, I mean, we kind of at each other's throats a little bit, and then we take that time off, and then we come at it fresh, and nobody's really getting frustrated or anything like that, right? But I mean, it's all love, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's things that we learned to work with, and things that we started, because we stayed out for a month, and we were like, okay, well, a month isn't that bad, we can stay out for longer, and of course the wife, you gotta ask the wife, right? And definitely you need to consider that for home time. Career goals. Are you or your partner, your team, the other team driver, are you guys want to stay at the same company forever, or for a good amount of time? You have to, you kind of have to outline this, or at least say, once we've been driving for 3 months, we'll assess the situation and see how it is. And then the next 3 months, that'll be 6 months. Like, okay, I really like this company. Let's stay here forever. Where you might not want to stay there forever, or your partner might not want to stay there forever. He or she or you might think that there's better opportunities elsewhere, and that's going to hold you back, or that might hold the other person back, and one of you are going to hate team driving for that reason.
And maybe the situation at your company changes, and both of you guys aren't happy with the way things are going.
Then there's no fall in that. I mean, both of you guys, that's right there. Both of you guys are going to want to change. Yeah. It comes to when there's a disagreement. You might not only talking about companies. You might want to switch over to different freight. Your other partner might, hey, I want to get into flatbedding, or I want to get into reefer, or I want to get my own truck, or I want to purchase a truck. I want to move forward, but your other partner is
doesn't want to really take the risk.
Well, doesn't want to take a risk. Taking a leap of faith or anything. They're just kind of happy in their own little bubble, or their own little world of what they have right then and there. So that's another thing to consider. Nobody's ever going to be able to tell the future of how the situation is, because if we all did, we'll be millionaires, because we all know what path to take, right? But assessing the situation from time to time and talking to your partner is
paramount.
It's paramount. It's the key to being successful.
The next big thing is the personalities of the two people in the truck. Now, obviously, if you two are alphas, you guys are two people that are just meant to clash. Some people, they can't take a back seat. You know what I mean? When you guys are in a truck with somebody else, it's not just about you anymore. It's about you and the other person, because you guys share the same space. You guys are two different people. You guys are equal, and
you're sharing the same goals.
Yeah. So, or you guys might be opposites. You guys, one person might be confident in everything they're doing, and the other person might, need a little push because they're not so sure about what they're doing. You guys are supposed to better yourselves. A team, one helps out the other. You guys are supposed to. What is it?
What?
My strengths make up for your weaknesses, and
vice versa.
Yep. So, yeah, you guys are supposed to work hand in hand, and if you need help with something, maybe the other person is good at it, and if the other person is good at something that you might not be good at, they can always help you out. That's the beauty of working with another person.
Or working as a team.
You guys, there's a lot of pressure being a truck driver, especially if you're a solo truck driver, and coming in fresh. You guys might not know everything. Obviously, you guys won't know everything to do, because even us today, we've been doing this for 9 months, and
you're always
learning something new. So if you can have somebody there to sort of alleviate the pressure that comes with this job, it would make your life a whole lot easy. That you can have somebody there that you can rely on, that you can count on to help you get through a certain situation. But at the same time, you don't want to be that driver that always has to wake up your teammate for something when they're off duty, because you might not know how to do it every time. You guys are maybe backing you.
And your partner might not know how to. You have to consider.
They might not know how to go into the shipper's office or the receiver's office to get the paper signed. What door do you have to go in?
So you have to choose a partner that is competent enough and responsible to get things done by themselves, or at least the majority of things, just to so you can actually get some sleep. Or it might be the other way around. You might be the one that needs the help, and you just need to understand that if you're choosing a partner because he or she might be more experienced, then you have to understand that that's the kind of things that your partner is going to be dealing with. And another thing I wanted to hit on was, you know who you are as a person. You know what kind of person, other people that you can stand being around. Whether or not if that person's a cocky person or sarcastic, happy, energetic, sad, or whatever. And that might not even affect you, but that might be affecting your partner that you choose. Your partner, your partner might be affected by that, and your behavior is gonna definitely gonna impact your partner. Whether or not you like to get up, if you're a person that like, don't talk to me the first 2 hours I wake up, because I'm like still waking up, and I'm just like in bitch mode or whatever. But it might be towards the end, like where you're either tired or hungry, you don't want to be talking to, or so you got to know what you're dealing with. You have to know what you're dealing with before you put yourself in this position to be stuck in a truck for at least 3 weeks at a time, or more than that. And the last thing I wanted to touch on was sharing the workload. It kind of goes back to the very beginning, what we were talking about. If your partner or you came into trucking just to kind of enjoy the road, or see sightseeing or whatever. If I drove for 11 hours, or I drove my full shift and I didn't really stop, I mean, I covered a lot of ground, right? But you might not be able to do that because of your stamina, or you're not, you don't have the time enough to be able to do that non-stop, But at the same time, if I just drove for 11 hours, but my brother only drove for 6 hours, but he finished his 14-hour thing because he just kept stopping and stopping, then obviously you're gonna feel some kind of way. You're gonna be like, I'm the one that's doing all the work. Why should we be splitting a paycheck? It should be me getting more money than you, because so you want to both put out the same amount, so there's no animosity. So if I'm giving my 100%, he should be giving his 100%. Or if he's giving 50, I'm going to give 50. But then, if I'm comfortable giving if I want to give 100, but I need to give 50 just to be equal, then you're probably not choosing the right partner.
Yeah.
But if you guys are just both wanting to sightsee and enjoy, truck driving, then there's no argument that you guys are gonna love team trucking, right? Team driving. And if you guys are both wanting to make the most out of your money and want to drive non-stop, you guys are gonna love team driving, right?
If you guys can meet eye to eye.
Meeting eye to eye, absolutely. And I'm all out of topics, so hope you guys take what you learned on this video and apply it to whenever you're seeking for your team driver. Or we understand that not everybody gets to choose. Sometimes you might get a stranger, but it doesn't mean that you can't work these things out or talk to a stranger. As long as you guys become both grown-up adults and put your differences, egos, and all that stuff aside, and talk about getting the actual job done, or what you guys want to do, then it'll work out. But if you don't talk to your partner, communication is the biggest thing. If you don't talk, then how's the other person gonna really know what you're thinking?
Anybody that you might possibly see yourself wanting to work with, if you guys might be going to the same company, starting out, maybe you might want to consider this person and who this person is, their personality, because maybe you could develop a relationship with this person while you're in school, and you find out, hey, maybe I don't think this person is so bad to be around with. I can see myself team driving with this person. Like we said, team driving, there's a lot of money to be made here. You get more money than you would a solo driver.
Especially starting out. Absolutely.
You know, and you always want to make different connections with people so that, you know, if this is the way that you want to go, you might know people that you can say, well, maybe this team partner I had didn't work. I know this person's been wanting to team, and now I don't have a partner, so I might get this chance now to team with this person. And yeah, we just hope you found this video informative. This is a good checklist to go over with somebody if you guys are looking to become partners together.
Or thinking about it, you know, you share the video to your partner, and you know, you ask them what they think, and you know, you guys can start really assessing yourselves and if you guys are actually compatible.
Yep. Anyway, guys, we hope you liked the video. Hit the like button underneath. Leave us any comments and questions, and hope you guys have a great day. Peace.